checking out this market today. It's sideways, virtually sideways. A little bit of red day, a little bit of green day. It's a bit of a mixed bag all around the place. Alts are pumping. Alts are absolutely powering again, but they're kind of pulling back as well, with Bitcoin being a little bit on the dumpy side, I would say, as everything else is kind of just pulling back with Bitcoin, which is what the king does. It pulls everything back with it when it kind of goes down, and it pulls it when it goes up too. So that's what the king does. That's what Bitcoin does. So today we'll focus on Bitcoin a bit more, as the whole market's kind of following Bitcoin. You can see here, yesterday we were talking about the 4-hourly bearish divergence, and you can see it is playing out here. So you've got rising price action, and we've got falling, we've still got falling, and we've still got falling as well on all of them. So if we flatten this out just a little bit, now you can see here that we've had a rising wedge, and we still got that that triangle as well. So keep that in mind. We're on the 4-hourly here. Keep that in mind, that we still have that triangle in place, or had that in place, which was pretty valid, and it could also be this rising wedge. So you've got a 68% chance of this rising wedge breaking to the downside, which kind of looks like it is breaking to the downside on the 4-hourly. And if we had to close below this level on the 4-hourly, there's some chance that we could go a bit further as well. So the measured move off this here would be somewhere around there, which is going to be this price here, 14,746. But we've got pretty good support here around the 15.5 area as well. So that would be a pretty nice area for support, 15.5. If we check out the VPVR as well, we should have, yeah, good support around here. So which is probably a bit higher, 15.8, around this area here. Oh no, 15.5. Yeah, would be the area that you would could expect a bit of a bounce. If it did keep going, I would say this trend line here that we've had the whole way along, which it touched here again, and could definitely touch here again and have another bounce. That would be a pretty good bullish case scenario for like short-term bearish but bullish case scenario for Bitcoin. Comes down here, touches here, rebounces, and then we go for some all-time highs. We're still chasing those all-time highs as well. The thing here to keep in mind is this bearish MACD cross on the 4-hourly. The Stotch, though, is looking half decent. It could roll around. It could be stuck down here for a while, though. Look here, it gets stuck, pegged down into the oversold section, and then it might just keep working its way down. So keep that in mind. Keep these areas in mind, 14.7-ish, and this area here, 15.5-ish, I would say, is pretty good support there, because you've got all this action here as well. Alrighty, over to the 1-hourly on Bitcoin. You can kind of see that we've got we'll get rid of this. You can kind of see that it formed a bit of a double top. So as I was starting to make this video, it started to form this double top. So you got a top here, and then a small little top here, just on the hourly, and then it started to break out of that as well. So the measured move of that would be down around this 200 mark, which is around that 15.5 as well. So there's pretty good support around this 15.5 area, I would say. So that's couldn't be too bad for maybe a bounce there, and if we break below that 200, then look out, we'll be heading for this trend line, I would think. Now with Ethereum, it's kind of looking the same. It's been in this upward trend as well, which has been pretty nice, and it's put in a higher high, but it's kind of looked a bit dumpy and rolled over today, over in the last couple of hours, and then has broken to the bottom of this trend line, which is, it should, like, it's 68% chance that it should break to the bottom, and it has. Now the measured move on that is possibly somewhere. Let's just look at just a short one like this. So if we just went from here to here, and we'll look at that. Look at that, it's down near this support level here. So it all works in stages. So 420, which would be perfectly reasonable for it to come back down, double test 420, and then go for another shoot to the moon. So I'm still pretty confident in Ethereum and what it can do, but pullbacks are going to be part of this whole adventure. If you have rises like this and you have rises like this, then pullbacks just as quick, if not quicker, can happen. Heading over to dominance. Bitcoin dominance is slowly dropping. It's got this 200 support. Keep that in mind with alts because there's probably going to be a bounce with dominance here. We've got a bullish MACD cross and we're sitting on the 200 as well. Altcoins bleeding out a little bit here, so be very careful. But you've got 200 here, which is quite nice, and looks like we got pretty reasonable support here where you can see it bounce, 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 hitting on the ceiling. Hopefully, yeah, here as well, come down to it, bounced off it again. So there's a good chance it could come through to here if it breaks down below that 200. Fear and greed index. The fear and greed index is at extreme greed. Extreme greed. Now, we've had a serious parabolic run with Bitcoin. When we had extreme greed like this last time, I was just checking this out a few minutes ago, actually, it was June 25th, 2019. So we'll go back to the Bitcoin chart in a second to have a look at that. But counter trade this if you're in pretty good profits here and we're seeing extreme greed, you don't want to be buying the top because there's a better chance if you hop in now that you'll buy the top and we'll see a reasonable pullback out of the whole crypto market and especially Bitcoin when it's had a parabolic run up like this. So June 25th, 2019. So let's head over to the daily and we will head back to June 25th, 2019. Bear with me here for a second. Where are we? June 25th, 2019. There's the 20, here's the 24th, 25th. Right there is the 25th, June 25th. And look what happened straight after that. This was extreme greed, exactly where we are right now. Boom, drop down and then drop down all the way down to this 3,000 mark as well. So you can see here, bought the top, extreme greed, come down and dropped out 70 odd percent to the low points of whatever it was there, 3,900 or 700 or so odd. So keep that in mind. Alrighty, if you like the content I'm putting out, give us a like, give us a comment, and subscribe. Thanks.